Can someone please explain to me why the Teddy Roosevelt statue has to go? Because I'm confused. I don't I don't understand. Are we going to start calling stuffed bears something different now? Because when I was a kid, we were taught that the teddy bears were named after Teddy. I don't understand. So are we going to get so? I don't. I'm just so when we found out the truth about Martin Luther King Jr. that he wasn't a saint, are we going to take his statues down too, or is the civil rights movement enough to keep it up? Because apparently, slaves that pay with their own money when they were free to pay tribute to the president that freed them with their own money, that had to go. I don't. I, Teddy? What did Teddy do? Uh, do you not realize by taking these statues down that you're trying to erase history? If we hide history because it's uncomfortable, someone is offended by it, something that represents history, good or bad, we're destined to repeat it because we're going to have generations that don't remember it because these reminders are no longer here to remind us not to repeat the same thing again. I don't get it. I don't, maybe I'm just old. I don't get it. You know, how you going to learn history if you're not surrounded by history? I don't understand. I ask you again, how are we going to learn history if we're not surrounded by history? If there's no visual reminders of what not to do, if we don't have visual reminders of having pride for this country, remembering our transgressions and say, yeah, we did that. We know better now. We're not celebrating slavery or celebrating the people who own slaves. We're reminding ourselves, and yes, I know a lot of the Confederate statues were put up in the 60s because of the civil rights movement. And I get that. And that's another reason why they need to stay up because it reminds us not to do it again. Y'all are so woke here that you're destroying history. The things that reminded us of history, of our history in this country. Seriously. Teddy, somebody throw out all my teddy bears now? Is that it? I, I don't get this. Somebody please help me to understand this. Now remember, I'm also very much brown. I grew up, my teenage years, I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, in the inner city. I don't understand that. I don't understand the mentality of a lot of people. And it's not just brown people. It's not just black people. There are white people like that. I knew of neighbors that were exactly like that, and they were very much white. So I don't understand. Somebody please help me understand why somebody want to name their daughter Felony, and she was white. Felony, like I got a felony charge. Felony. Why you think a statue should come down, and why you think the government should constantly pay for your? I don't understand that. Do I take pride in being able to say, I worked hard and I did that. I bought that. I got that. Or we got this because we worked hard for it. I don't I don't get the mentality. Is there anybody out there that can help me understand this? And I don't need snarky, one-sided propaganda from some people. Yeah, I'm still talking to you, Greg Kelly. where it states that, oh, your people is like this, and I'm an American, I'm a U.S. citizen, just like everybody else. When we're gonna get, why are we the only country that stockpile the race, what race you are? We're the only country that has the race on the job applications. Why does the race matter on a job application? I never understood that. And the news media ignore that fact. They really do. They ignore that fact. So the underlying racism, they just switch the words up. Yes, nobody's in your face calling you the N word, calling you a coon, calling you degrading things anymore. Yes, but they switch up the words. Like, I've actually gone for an interview, several interviews, where they say we're family oriented. I learned very quickly in Florida, I don't know about anywhere else, that usually meant we don't hire black people. And if we do, they're in the back. Yeah. Yeah, they hire black people, but they're going to be working in the shop and mopping the floors. It's that type of racism. That's fine. I wouldn't want to work for a place like that anyway. I would choose not to work there. And I do that because I've never understood people who wanted to fight to have a job there. I don't want to work where I'm not wanted. Just plain and simple. Because it's not going to get any easier. And if they don't want you, if a group of people don't want you in their business, they're going to make it difficult for you if they feel, especially if they feel like they were forced to hire you. So I just help me understand the mentality of people. I don't know what's am I still in the United States of America? Or did somebody drug me and take me to developing third? I don't understand this at all. Could somebody help me, please? Or is it just because I'm old? I, you, we. I matter, you matter, we matter. And that is all that matters. And if we come together and realize that, I think at least the United States would be a better place.